All right, guys, welcome to our third lecture of the Introduction to Economics. And today we will learn the basic economic concepts continued from last week, which is we just learned the supply and demand last week, and we will briefly review the supply and concept of supply and demand and supply, and we will learn the equilibrium and the other parts, which is the revenue. Basically, it's focused on the total revenue. So let's start today's class. Here is the contents that we will learn about these weeks. The first is demand and supply. It's reviewed from last week's contents, and the second is equilibrium, and third one is elasticity, and the final one is total revenue. Right, let's start. All right, guys, before we start our third lecture, we will briefly review the last main contents about the last week, so which are demand and supply. So demand is as I said, as different quantities of goods that consumers are willing and able to buy at different prices. So the law of demand is briefly said that relationship, which is negative relationship between price and quantity, right? So we can see, we can draw, we can make the chart of demand schedule like this left chart, and this chart can plot it like this right curve. So as you see, the demand schedule is at the price 5, the quantity demanded is 10, and at the price 4, the quantity demanded is 20, and at the price 3, and quantity demanded is 30, and at the price 2, the quantity demanded is 50, and the price 1, at the price 1, the quantity demanded is 80. So as you see, when the price going down, the quantity demanded is growing up. Okay, it is really well. So you guys, there is no explanation because it is really very well commonly known thing that when people buying or demand something, when price goes down, they want more, the things that they want more or demand more things about that. So when we draw the plot in the curve in this chart for drawing the curve, we can draw the curve like this. Price 5 here, quantity 10 there. So here's the combination of first one, and second one, price 4 here, and quantity demanded 20 here. So the combination of second one is here. So like this, we can plot all combinations like here and here, 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 and so we finally can draw the curve, this downshift curve like that here, this downshift curve. Okay, so we can call this kind of curve as demand curve like this. So let's talk about the change in demand. So as we said on last lecture, there will be always shock or some kind of events in demands. So like this chart, this production chart, this demand schedule is for, imagine this demand schedule is milk demand schedule. So which means if there is price 5, milk's price is 5, the quantity demanded of milk is 10, and if their milk is 4, the quantity demand is 20 of milk is 20. So like this, like think this chart as milk chart of demand. So let's think about some short like, what if milk makes you smarter? If there are some kind of researches comes out like, what if milk makes you smarter? So, well, almost of all people wanna make themselves or wanna more themselves as smarter person. So, if that kind of study like milk makes you smarter comes out in the real world, then people wanna more milk than before. Then what kind of things happens? So for each price, people want to more milk because they want smarter than before. So in each price, their quantity demanded will increase like this. For before the research comes out at the price 5, people want 10 milks, but people want more milks because the research comes out and people want to be more smarter than before. So people want to more milk in price 5, like 10 to 30. And also in price 4, people want to more milk even in also at price 4. So every single price, each price, like 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they want a more milk in each price. Then what kind of things happens in the in this demand curve? So before the research comes out, demand curve is here like this downshift. Okay, but in each price the demand is increased. So at the price 5, they demand 10 milks before, but after the research comes out, they want to 30 milks then for now. So the first combination is moved from here to here, right? So let's see the price 4. In price 4, before the research comes out, they want 20 milks here. So equilibrium is positioned like here, but after the research comes out, they want 40 milk at price 4. So the combination is moved from here to here. So let's draw the whole demand curve in this situation. So imagine that so a whole combination is moved to right, and because of that, whole curve, we can say whole curve is moved to right like this because of the demand of each prices are increased because of shock. The shock is which is when the research comes out, if there are some researches that which says milk makes people more smarter, then demand is increased, and then the curve shift to the right like this. Okay, so let me think the other things. So demand schedule are all the same, and if there is some kind of negative news about milk comes out, like What if milk causes baldness? So when this kind of negative issues comes out about the milk, then people want to less milk than before because they almost of them don't want to go to the baldness about their hair, right? So this kind of things will be happen. So this curve is original curve of demand, and this one, the below one, is the new demand curve after these negative issues about the milk comes out. So let's check about that. So at the price 5, people want before that people want 10 quantity demand of milk, but after the negative news comes out, they want 0 at the price 5, 0 milk at the price 5. So what kind of things happens? They want 0. So there's no combination in this chart because there are no 0 here. And price 4, people want to 20 milks before, but for now, people want only 5. Then we can say that we can there is the new combination of price 4. So like this, the whole combination move left because of the negative issues. So we can say that like the combination switch, the switch of combination in demand curve of demand increase. Also, there were if their demand decrease, demand curve also shifts to the left in contrast to demand increase, right? When demand is increased, the curve shifts right, but when the demand is decreased, the curve shifts left because of these kind of changes, right? Okay, so let's see the other situation about the changing of the price. So, what kind of things happen to the demand of milk if the price of the milk goes up? So you can say that if the price goes up, the demand itself is going down and blah, blah, blah things. But, well, actually, when the price goes up, the demand itself is not changing anywhere, which means the quantity demanded is changed with the changing of price, but demand itself is not changing. So let's check about these things. So let's check about the chart. The price going down, the quantity demand is changing. It's going up. The price is going up. The quantity demanded is going down. It's like this. So in this kind of transportation can be drawn in this chart as as on alongside on the curve. So like this combination is here, and this combination 4 price and 20 quantity demand is here, and 3 price and 30 quantity demand is here. So these changes can be presented on the line, which means when the price is going up or going down, these kind of changes are happening in on the line of the demand curve. So also, which means these prices of milk, prices of the things do not curve the shift. Do not shift the curve right or left, because it's not changing the demand itself. It's only changing the quantity demanded. Okay. So here's the 5 shifters. As I said, you guys can easily check these things. It's not quite important for the things that I wanna inform you guys today. And also supply is you can just supply some kind of contrasted things of demand, like different quantities of a good that sellers are willing and able to sell. So this which is important point is the sellers are willing and able to sell as cheese produce. This is a whole focused on the sellers. So the law of supply is that there is a direct, which is some same meaning as positive relationship between the price and quantity supplied. It's not a quantity demanded. It's from now on, it's quantity supplied. Okay. Let's check about also. Here is some same curve but slightly different from demand curve. So don't it's not like the demand curve. The supply curve is upward curve like this. So let's check about that. Price 5, let's check about this left supply schedule chart. So at the price 5, the quantity supply is 50, and at the price 4, the quantity supply is 40. At the price 3, 30, 2, 20, 1, 10. So not like demand curve. The sellers, not the consumers, unlike the consumers, the sellers want to sell more things when the price is high. Yeah, it's definitely for sure that, because for that they can make more benefit, right? So when the price is down, they don't want to the more supply produce more thing than before, because of their benefit is lower when they more lower than the price is higher, right? So in this algorithm, in this concept, we can say that when the prices is going up, the sellers want to produce more merchants, and which means the quantity supplied is higher with the prices is when the prices is higher. So as we can say, this kind of upward curve can be drawn from this chart. Just check about that. When price is 5 here, the quantity supply is 5. When the price is 4, the quantity supply is 40 here, like this. And when the price is 3, the quantity supplied is 30, like here. So we can easily draw this upward graph for the supply curve, like this, upward. Okay. So like the demand curve, supply curve also shift for this kind of for external because of the external shock. Like imagine that if there is some sort of revolution of the way of making milk, if there is some kind of very good invention of making milk more faster, then the suppliers can make more milk than before for each process like this. When before the invention, the suppliers make 50 milks in 5 price, but after invention, they can make 70 milk in 5 price. Actually, the same things are happens in each process. So, as the demand curve was shifted right when the demand increased. This when the supply can when the quantity supply increase at each point, then it makes the supply curve shift to the right, like here, right? And also also the demand curve is left when the quantity demanded are decreased in each process. Also, the same things happen in supply curve. When the quantity supplied is decreased in each price, then supply curve will shift the left like the demand curve was. Okay? So this is whole thing that whole contents of review that we learned last week, and the reason why I inform you guys about these things one more time is it's really important to the contents that we will learn today's, right?